That again is a very, very good question, because I've been trying to get psychologists and psychiatrists to help people who've had a near-death experience, and that's one of their problems. A doctor said to me recently that, if you're dealing with people who may commit suicide, and a number of returnees from a near-death experience have done so in desperation, they've sort of gone on this horrible downward trend into PTSD and depression, and then they finally committed suicide. So he said, you can't take this kind of issue on unless you really know what you're doing. And so I've thought about that quite a lot, and I've tried to contact different psychologists and psychiatrists and ask them to help. No one has yet responded positively, probably for the reasons that we've mentioned. There isn't just enough information out there, and I'm hoping people will provide more analysis. My little book is a place to start, but that's all. It's not a medical treatise that's going to be able to get someone like a professional psychologist up to speed in this area. It needs people who are prepared to adventure a little bit in the area. I would say that counsellors have good techniques. Doesn't matter who they're counselling, providing they let it be known that they're available to counsel near-death experiences, and I've yet to find one in Australia, for example, but providing they are prepared to do that, then I think they'll find people coming to them. Then they might have open forums where they invite 10 or 12 of their patients in to just talk to one another and be able to debrief one another, and the counsellor will be learning all the time and become better and better and more adept at helping these people, because they desperately do need help. Now, there's one psychiatrist in America who's taken my book and is using it with his patients, and he is very positive about it, but he's the only one I know. I got a letter from a Catholic psychologist. He's now retired, and he said, well, it's something that, a bit like I was saying about counsellors, that Catholic priests should be prepared to help people with, because they've got a general training on how to help people who have been traumatized. And he said that he will ask some of the priests he knows well whether they would be prepared to start a group. And I said, well, it would be wonderful if they would do that. And he said he will get hold of them. So I haven't had a letter back from him, an email yet, but I'm hoping that that will bear some fruit.